Video update, guys. I haven't been updating you guys on the old bird group that I got from my buddy that I was able to home. We got attacked about 5-6 days ago by a Cooper, red tail, and a falcon all at the same time. So I did lose a few birds. Actually, I lost about 4. So we only have 7 birds up here flying together. Real nice pigeons. They're starting to actually return overs. There's one red spinning already, which is really nice. So I have to give my buddy some feedback on some of these birds. Maybe give him some numbers and keep the progress going as far as the feedback on the bird. Some of the matings he did were some of his favorite birds, so feedback on anything the birds do is great for any guy that's breeding birds and looking to become better every time they breed their birds. That's the only way you'll be able to get better, by keeping track of what your breeders are producing. Frequency, depth, how early they come in, how they do it when they're coming in, the quality, the speed they're showing. All those things really matter. And those are some of the things you guys should be looking for when you guys are flying your pigeons. That way you guys have better reading on what's doing what, and then you guys are able to produce more of that kind of pigeon. Some of these birds are going about 5 feet already. There's a red and a red white flight. Still young birds, but they're looking promising. With the competition next year. And was really the reason of this YouTube channel, to show some of the things I do to train and prep the birds. So closer to competition, I'll share some of the things I do with prepping the birds for competition, as far as how I get them to fly low enough for the judge to like them and be able to see the quality of spin up close with no guesstimation. I want the birds to show the judge up close. Then the time that they fly, I control the time that they fly with the amount of feed that I feed them the day before the competition. Actually 3 days before the competition. And I'll explain why 3 days. Right now I'm just kind of getting everybody interested in the channel, getting them interested in the birds. Then I'll start putting out a little bit more information that can help anyone. Anyone that chooses to try it. Everyone does everything different, so what I share is just what works for me. I've tried a lot of different things, and some of the things I do have worked the best. So what I do isn't the best out there. I'm sure there's people that are a lot better than me at these birds. I'm just sharing what I know. Maybe hopefully one day it pays off by helping a fellow roller birdman do something with their pigeons, or share knowledge. It is kind of windy today, but I've been at work a lot lately, so I have to fly them whenever I can. So I'm gonna go ahead and let these birds fly. The wind's kind of pushing them on the other side of this tree. And let's see how long they fly for. That's Big Red right there flying around. My foundation cock. He's old now, so he's not hitting. So I just I'm gonna let him just hang around here until his last days. This bird's put in a lot of work for me. I flew this bird about, I wanna say 7 years ago. And he was a nice solid 60-foot spinner, And the reason why I made him my foundation cock is because I wanted all my birds to look and spin like him. His quality was really nice, 60-foot spinner. He used to hang the spin real nice, and he did it effortlessly for about 6 months. The 6 months that I flew him. The original breeder, Alton Davis, he actually bred this bird in 2009 and flew him for 2 years before I acquired the bird. But because I never watched him fly, I chose to fly him to see his qualities and the way he did the things that he did. And I chose him due to the way he did the performance and just overall temperament, character. Just real nice pigeon. I was happy to make him my foundation cock because he actually worked for me. All my breeder cocks are his sons, and most of my breeder hens are his granddaughters. So if I ever go on to do anything, if I'm able to score a little bit of points, it'll be thanks to this bird here. Hey guys, real quick while the birds fly, here's 4 young birds I'm pulling out. I kept some of my top pairs together right now that it's not really breeding season because I'm trying to breed up more of those birds to have them ready for next year. There's a few guys that want to fly against me, so I'm gonna fly my very best. I have birds that produce well. I'm still trying to figure them out and see who's doing what, but there's a selected few pairs that I know exactly how they produce, so I'm breeding a lot more of those kind of pigeons. Like this little one here, he's a full brother to the black white flight that I flew out this year. Only difference with this one is that he's not a white flight, he's a mixed wing. So if this little guy does anything like what his brother did, I will be keeping this guy for breeding. I personally love mixed wing birds because it shows that they carry white, but they're not showing it too much. And then my all-time favorite are my reds. They look a little bit what they call, I forget what, dilute is what some of the guys call them. But that's because my birds, they come out like this and they molt out into real nice cherry reds. This guy here, he might end up getting some white in the wing, like spangling. I could see it right here on this side. He might become a spangled bird. This one for sure is gonna be a self pigeon, self red. He's not showing any white. This one here is gonna be a red model. He's showing enough white. Usually when my birds look like this, they'll turn out to be red models. And I do this the first time I pull them out of the nest. They go up here on this little platform while the rest of the kid birds are up flying. All right guys, so that's it for the video. The birds are still flying around. It's kind of windy today. So comment, subscribe. We are still giving away the pair at 1,000 subscribers, which we're not too far away. And to all those participating and watching, I really do appreciate you guys. And I have something coming up for those guys that are following the channel. I'm doing something for those guys interested in supporting this pigeon movement I'm trying to start here for you guys. All right, so I'll keep you guys updated on the next video.